Hello again. You know how the chosen one is beating his chest, talking about how wonderful Australia is and how wonderful England is? Because what they did is they went ahead and they confiscated all of their citizens' guns. And that's something that I think the chosen one is trying to push here in the United States. I went ahead and did a little bit of Googling. I wanted to see if Australia giving up all their weapons, around 650,000 weapons, if that reduced the amount of crime. I'm going to attach a link. The title, Crime Up, Down Under. Since Australia's gun ban, armed robberies increase 45%. Now, how could they be armed robberies if nobody is allowed to have weapons? Oh, I see. So the only weapons they're able to confiscate were the 650,000 weapons from law-abiding Australian citizens. The article says, since Australia banned private ownership of most guns in 1996, crime has risen dramatically on that continent, promoting critics of U.S. gun control efforts to issue new warnings of what life in America could be like if Congress ever bans firearms. After Australian lawmakers passed widespread gun bans, owners were forced to surrender 650,000 weapons, which were later slated for destruction, according to statistics from the Australian Sporting Shooters Associations. The bans were not limited to so-called assault weapons or military-type firearms, but also to .22 caliber rifles and shotguns. The effort cost the Australian government about $500 million, said Association Representative Keith Tideswell. The lawmakers responsible for passing the ban promised a safer country. The nation's crime statistics tell a different story. Countrywide homicides are up 3.2%. Assaults are up 6.8%. Amazingly, armed robberies have climbed nearly 45%. In the Australian state of Victoria, gun homicides have climbed 300%. In the 25 years before the gun ban, crime in Australia had been dropping steadily. There has been a reported dramatic increase in home burglaries and assaults on the elderly. At the time of the ban, which followed on April 29th, 1996 shooting at a Port Arthur tourist shot by one lone gunman, Martin Bryant, the continent had an annual murder by firearm rate of 1.8 per 100,000. A safe society by any standards, said Tidewell. But such low rates of crime and rare shootings did not deter then Prime Minister John Howard from calling for and supporting the weapons ban. Since the ban has been in effect, membership in the Australian Sporting Shooters Association has climbed to about 112,000, a 200% increase. Australian press accounts reports that the 500,000 plus figure of weapons turned into authorities so far only represents a tiny fraction of the guns believed to be in the country. According to one report, in March 1997, the number of privately held firearms in Australia numbered around 10 million. In the state of Queensland, for example, the report said only 80,000 guns have been seized out of a total of approximately 3 million, a tiny fraction. You see, it doesn't work. But that's not going to deter the chosen one. Nothing deters the chosen one. There's more you can read on this particular article that I'm going to attach. And again, there's all kinds of information that you can glean, which is similar to what's going on in England. It doesn't work. All Obama does is like to hear himself blabber, because that's all he ever does. He blabbers. Read the article, do your own Googling. You're going to learn it doesn't work. You can get the guns from the good guys, but you're not going to get any of the guns from the bad guys. No, you get all the guns from the good guys. So what's the point? There isn't one, is there?